Hi, my name is Eydie. I'm an instructor at Studio. I'm going to walk you through a gentle flow today. I will be guiding a yoga flow every Wednesday at Delaney Park Strip from 6 to 7. All are welcome. We'll start closing our eyes, just inhaling and exhaling out of the nose, connecting with your natural breath. Start to sink into those sits bones as you tilt back just a little bit, growing long through the spine, lengthening out the crown of the head. Shoulders are relaxed down the spine. Palms can turn palm face up on the knees to receive the good energy. Start to deepen those breaths, drawing them down to the diaphragm located right in your belly region. As you inhale, your belly expands as far as it can, and as you exhale, your navel draws back towards the spine. Take this 5 rounds. As you're here, start to constrict the Ujjayi breathing. This is a constriction of the back of the throat as you inhale through the nose and you exhale through the nose. It's an audible noise. Moving with this breath throughout your practice today, to get you into your postures, to get you deeper into your postures, and to relax the muscles. Taking this time to set an intention for your practice. Maybe it's something for yourself, or maybe it's something higher than yourself. Gently opening the eyes. Arms circle, reach overhead, palms come to touch, pulling through heart center. Closing the eyes, checking in with that intention you may have set. Inhale, the arms come up overhead. Exhale, gentle twist to the right hand side of the room. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, the arms above the head. Inhale, lengthens you. Exhale, we twist to the left hand side. Inhale, the arms back to center. Hands shoot overhead. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale, drawing the hands to heart center. Checking in with that intention. Checking in with your thoughts. From here, gently opening the eyes, interlacing the fingers, clasping them around the back of the head as you tilt the chin down towards the chest. Let the head hang heavy. Letting the arms do the work, the weight of the hands on the head. You're not pulling down on the neck, you're just letting the weight of the arms gently pull your neck down. Releasing the hands down to the knees, chin stays tucked towards the chest. Gently draw the chin towards the right shoulder. Releasing it back to center, taking it over to the left hand side. Bringing it back to center, start a fluid motion, bringing it back and forth to opposite shoulders. Bringing it back to the center, lift through the spine, gaze comes up, Take a nice shoulder roll towards the front, then gently towards the back, rolling your shoulder blades back down the spine, coming to a neutral seated position, sitting up nice and tall through the spine. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Uncross the feet, coming over into our tabletop position. Wrists are in line with the shoulders, knees are in line with the hips. Spread the fingertips wide on the mat. You want wide fingers on the mat, pressing through the palms, the pointer finger and the thumb finger evenly. From here, you're going to gently close the eyes, come into the body, feel your body, start to take circles to the right-hand side, small circles, feeling the motion and the movement in your body, moving with your breath. Start to exaggerate this movement. Maybe you bend into the shoulders. Maybe you bend into the wrist a little more. You sink the hips back towards the heels, making it as exaggerated as you would like. Maybe you find a tight spot and you stay there and you just rock back and forth. Just finding whatever organic movement feels good to your body. Coming back to center. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Nice cleansing breath. Start those circles in the opposite direction. Starting out small. Working your way into that bigger movement. Taking it around one more time. Coming back to center, grounding through the palms, tucking the toes, bringing the chest back towards the thighs, reaching the fingers as far forward as you can, walk them forward. Bring the third eye down to the mat. Stay here, check in with that intention. From here, ground in through the palms, through the pointer finger and the thumb. Press the chest back as you lift through the hips, coming into your first down dog. From here, we're just going to gently pedal the feet out. Maybe you rock from side to side to the outer edge of the feet, to the inner edge, stretching through those hamstrings. Draw the heels of the feet down towards the mat. Press the chest back towards the top of the thighs. Gaze comes back between the legs. Inhale. And on an exhale, we gently walk the feet forward to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Hang heavy here. Slight bend in the knees. Walk the hands out in front of you about a foot. Grounding through the right palm first. The left palm is going to reach towards the sky. As you straighten through that left leg, bend through the right. Taking a nice spinal twist here. Inhale, exhale, release that hand down to the mat. Opposite side. Bending through that left leg, straightening through the right. Inhale, exhale, release that arm down to the mat. Walk the hands back in. Slight bend in the knees. Slowly start to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Making your way into your standing position. From here, big toes are touching or feet are hip distance apart. Your Uddiyana Bandha, your Mula Bandha is engaged. Palms face forward, shoulders release down. Lengthen through the spine. Inhale, the arms come overhead, palms come to touch. Exhale, we pull them through heart center. Inhale, we shoot them back up. Exhale, we swan dive down. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Hands come to your shins. Nice long spine here. Stretch out through the crown of the head. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands. Step one foot back at a time, coming into your high plank. Rock forward on the tippy toes. Hold it here. Engage your Uddiyana Bandha, your Mula Bandha. Slowly start to come down halfway, bending at the elbows. Elbows are brushing your floating ribs. Hold it here. Release the knees down to the mat, untuck the toes, Drop the hips to the mat. Bring the chest down to the mat. Inhale, chest peels up off of the mat. Pull the elbows back towards one another. Glue the big toes together. Press the toenails into the mat, engaging the thighs up off the mat. Exhale, we release it down. Tuck the toes, press back through your plank, back into your down dog. Pedal it out one more time. Check in with your breath here. Check in with your alignment. Feet are hip distance apart. Grounding down through the heels of the feet. Inhale, slowly walk the hands to the back of the mat. Slight bend in the knees, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Circle the hands around overhead, pulling through heart center, checking in with that intention. Inhale, shoot the arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, walk the hands to the front of the mat. Check in with your alignment here. Rock forward on the tippy toes. Come down halfway. Untuck the toes. Engage the thighs. Lift the chest. Lift the head. Release the shoulders down. This is your up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes. Shoot the hips back. Coming back into your down dog. Inhale, nice cleansing breath here. Exhale out of the mouth. From here, right leg lifts into your three-legged dog. Engage the toes towards the shins, square the hips up to the mat. Pull the knee into the chest as you rock forward into that high plank position. Drop the foot at the front of the mat. From here, engage the thighs. Pull them in towards the center line of the body. Lift through the chest. Energy out the crown of the head. Inhale the arms overhead. Coming into our crescent lunge. Pressing through the ball of the back foot. Deep bend in that front knee. Inhale. Exhale, we open up into our warrior two. Back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Heel to heel alignment. Gaze comes out over your front middle finger. Strong through your standing legs. Inhale, exhale, we reach forward, flip the palm, exalt your warrior. Reaching to that side body, nice back bend here. Sink into those hips. Inhale, exhale, we cartwheel the hands down to the front of the mat. Back foot steps forward. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle the hands overhead. Exhale, we sink the hips down into our chair posture. Engage your Uddiyana Bandha, your Mula Bandha here. Pull the chest forward as the shoulder blades reach down the spine. Gaze is looking forward. Squeeze the thighs together. Maybe you wiggle the toes. Sink the hips a little lower. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, float or step the feet back, going through your flow of choice. Meeting back in down dog. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Pull it into the chest. Step it through to the front of the mat. Low runner's lunge. Inhale, the arms come up overhead to your crescent. Exhale, we open up into that warrior two. Heel to heel alignment here. Gaze is coming out over that front middle finger. Reaching forward, flipping the palm, exalting your warrior. Inhale, exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the front of the mat. Step the back foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle the hands overhead. Exhale, sink the hips down into that chair. Palms can come to heart center here, or they can be overhead. Check in with your alignment. Engage your Uddiyana Bandha, your Mula Bandha. Sink the hips. Lift through the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or float the feet back. Chaturanga Dandasana, back into your down dog. Nice cleansing breath here. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. From here, right leg lifts, steps through to the front of the mat. Inhale, we lift up into that crescent lunge. Back foot steps forward about an inch, straighten through the front leg, square the hips up to the front of the mat. Almost like you have headlights on your hips and you're squaring them to the front of the mat. Inhale the arms overhead. Hands can pull through heart center here, palms touch. Bending forward, coming into our pyramid pose. Forehead reaches down towards the mat, hinging from the hips, engage the thighs. Hold it here. 3 breaths. Same way we came into this. Engage that belly. Pull the navel back towards the spine as you lift. Exhale. Releasing that left hand down, right hand reaches back. Bringing it back forward, that right hand drops to the inside of that foot. Reposition your feet. That back leg is going to come parallel to the back of the mat. It's going to reach back. Left arm is going to reach overhead. Sink into the hips. Inhale. And on an exhale, we're going to bring that arm down and around. We're going to switch sides here, walking our hands to the opposite side of the mat in our Skandasana squat. 1, 2, 3. Meeting at the back of the mat. Inhale, the arms come overhead, lifting up into that warrior 2. Flipping that back foot around, coming into your crescent lunge. Deep bend in that front knee. Step that back foot forward about an inch, straighten through the front leg, square the hips up. Maybe the hands come together. Maybe they pull through heart center, hinging from the hips forward. Releasing over that leg. Maybe you're a little wobbly, that's okay. Releasing the forehead down to the shin. Breathing. In through the nose, out through the nose. In through the nose, out through the nose. One more. Same way we came into this, come out. Engage the thighs, lift. Drop that right hand down, left arm reaches back. Now from here, we're gonna bring that left hand to the inside of that back, or that front foot. Back foot is gonna come parallel to the mat. Right arm is gonna lift up towards the sky. Inhale. Maybe your gaze comes up. Exhale, we release that palm down to the mat, coming into that Skandasana squat. Maybe this time you do it with no hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Meeting back at the top of the mat. Turn the feet into that high runner's lunge. Step that back foot forward. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle the arms overhead. Exhale, we pull them through heart center. From here, turning to the right hand side of your mat. At the top of your mat. Inhale, the arms overhead. Exhale, we open up to our wide-legged squat here, into our goddess squat. We're just gonna sink the hips down low, toes are pointed out towards the edge of the mat, heels are pointed inwards. Hands can be right here, they can be at heart center, or they can be overhead. Stay here, really sink into those hips. Feel your knees shooting past your second toe. Lengthen through the spine. Breathe space into the hips. Engage the thighs towards one another. Inhale, exhale, we come up. Inhale, exhale, hands come to the hips, turn the toes inwards. We're just gonna hinge from the hips forward, drawing the chin and chest forward first as we come close to the mat. Hinging all the way down, looking forward, just to ensure we're not rounding through the spine. Then the hands can come down to the mat. Lengthen through the spine, press into the palms. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe you walk the hands back behind the feet. Engaging the thighs, rocking forward into the toes. Head hangs heavy here. Walking the hands back out. Placing the hands, interlacing them. Placing the head in the palms of the hands. Slowly rock forward onto the toes. Maybe they hover up off of the mat, maybe they don't. Engage the feet towards the sky as they come together. Inhaling, lengthen through the spine, pull the shoulder blades down the spine away from the ears, pressing through the elbows, balancing here. Maybe taking eagle legs, whatever variation feels good to you. Whatever you do on one side, you have to do on the other side. Releasing the legs, taking eagle on the opposite side. Finding your breath. Inhale, exhale, slowly release the legs. Engage the feet. Point through the toes. Bring them long. Slowly start to rotate through the pelvic area, bringing your feet back down towards the mat. Releasing the weight of the head, the hands, pressing into the palms, long spine here. Let the head hang heavy. Nod it yes, nod it no. Always ending on that positive note. Slowly bringing the hands to the hips. Engage the thighs, pulling them up towards the center of the body as you slowly start to come up. Inhale, exhale. We step the left foot to the right, hands come overhead, lengthen through the spine, inhaling the arms through heart center. All right, coming down onto our mat. Laying the back on the mat, feeling your lower spine connect to the mat. Normally we have this little hump right here. You want to glue that lower spine to the mat here. You're going to tabletop the legs, engage the toes towards the shins. Slowly start to lift the shoulder blades up off the mat. Palms come, palm face in towards the thighs. From here, we're just going to pulse the hands forward. As you come forward, you exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here, hold it up. This time we extend one leg at a time as if you're pedaling a bike, and we're just going to pulse it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing it back up, coming all the way down, bringing the palms of the hands under your sacrum bone. Legs are going to come long up towards the sky, toes engaged towards the shins. As you slowly lower the legs down, we hover them. Stay here. Inhale, we come up and we do a little pulse at the top for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release the soles of the feet to the mat. Release the hands, windshield wiper the knees back and forth. Just releasing that lower sacrum, that lower spine. Connecting with your breath, with your intention. Taking your right ankle over your left knee. Engage the toes towards the shin. Take the right hand and plant it into the thigh or the knee, pressing it away from the body. Stay here for 2 more breaths. Feeling the sunshine, hearing the birds chirp. Extend that right leg long, maybe with your peace fingers grabbing your big toe. If that's not an option, maybe you have a strap. Leaving the opposite leg bent, extend long through that right leg, kicking out through the heel. Then maybe you start to extend your left leg long down the mat. Keeping that lower spine and tailbone glued to the mat. Lengthen through the back of that leg. Inhale. Exhale, we start to open it up towards the side of the room. This is a really good stretch for your psoas muscle. Coming across, we're just going to switch hands. Opposite hand grabs the outside of the foot now. Right arm comes long on the mat, and we just take a twist about 45 degrees over. Really getting into the back of that hamstring and those psoas muscles. Stretching. Holding it here for 2 breaths. Trying to release into those hamstrings. Back to center. Release that hand down, tabletop that leg, and we're just going to twist over to the opposite side of the mat. Leaving the shoulder blades connected to the mat. Palms can come palm face up to receive all that energy flowing around. Releasing into the spinal twist. Release that leg long. Shake the hips out. Just a gentle movement. Again, plant that right foot into the mat right behind the sits bone here. Grab your 2 peace fingers, grabbing that big toe. Start to extend long through that leg. Pressing through the heel of that foot. Press it all the way up towards the sky. Lengthen. Breathe space into the spine. Feel your tailbone melting down towards the mat. Extend through that right leg if you feel like it. Inhale. And on an exhale, we slowly start to sink that leg down to the outer edge of the mat or to the side of the body. Dropping it towards the left-hand side as far as it wants to go. Holding it here for 5 breaths. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Three more. Bringing it back up to the center, crossing. Grabbing the outside of the foot with your right hand as you straighten through the leg. Slowly start to drop it over to the side, about a 45-degree angle. Breathe for 5 breaths. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. 3 more. back up on an exhale. Release the hands down, release that leg down. Reposition the hips, tabletop that left knee, and take it across the body. Maybe your hand comes to the knee. Staying here, releasing into this twist. Inhale back to center. Legs come long, starting to come into our Shavasana. Palms come palm face up by the body, toes lay out towards the side. Sink into those hips, sink into that spine, drawing it long onto the mat. Chin slightly tucked. Nice long spine here. Release the jawline, let the tongue hang heavy in the mouth. Let the eyes gently close. Slowly start to bring gentle movement back into the body, wiggling the toes, the fingers. Maybe the head starts to rock back and forth. Staying in Shavasana as long as you need to. You're more than welcome to stay here. Slowly starting to wake the body up. Maybe rolling to your right side for energy or your left side, your cooling and calming side. I'm going to roll to my right side. I'm going to use my bottom arm as a pillow for my head. Top hand can place on your heart. Take this time to acknowledge your heartbeat and give it thanks for letting you serve your purpose, whatever that may be. And when you're ready, we'll come to a seated position the same way we started class. Maybe this time you take the opposite leg that was crossed in the beginning and cross it over the top this time. Taking the palms, palm face down, pressing them into the knees, lengthening through the spine, gently closing the eyes, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, your palms come overhead, palms come to touch. Thumbs come down to touch your third eye to see clarity. Come down to touch your lips to speak kindness to those around you and to yourself. And coming down to touch your heart center to give love to those around you and mostly yourself. The light within me honors and sees the light within all of you. Om Shanti Shanti. Namaste. Thank you for joining me on that flow. I hope to see you at Yoga in the Park on Wednesdays from 6 to 7, all through the summer months.